Hello, everyone. My name is Walter Alvarez, and I want you to imagine for a second going to a doctor and he tells you you have cancer. Imagine the horror you experience at that moment, the shock. But you go home, you digest, you look around, and you see the people that you love, and you remember that you have so many reasons to live, and you decide that you will bravely engage in this fight for your life. Hopefully, you will not be alone in this fight, and you are situated in a country like Canada, where everybody is covered under our universal healthcare policies, right? Unfortunately, you could be wrong. As I postulate in my research, the universality of Canadian healthcare, unfortunately, for many people with severe illness, is a myth. And you might be wondering, how do I know this? How do I speak so factually about this? Well, I'll tell you. I used to know this wonderful immigrant from Guatemala. He had so much love for this nation, for Canada, but he was diagnosed with cancer. And because he was between immigration statuses, he was not insured. And I accompanied him from diagnosis throughout his fight for asking for health care. 3 levels of government, he asked for help. He asked for being given a chance to fight cancer. And he was denied care. Ultimately, this patient, this immigrant died in my arms of cancer, untreated, because he was uninsured. That is the reason why I'm engaging in this doctoral pursuit. And that is the reason for my research. And that is the purpose of my life, is to dedicate myself to researching the issue of the uninsured so that we can improve it. And that's where my research kicks in. I want to investigate the human experience of being uninsured, and also the human experience of being a volunteer for these groups. Now, what is the purpose of this research? The purpose of this research is I want to humanize these wonderful people. I know they're wonderful because I work with different groups of uninsured people, and they have so much love for this country. They do so much for this country. Just in the field of constructions, they help us so much towards our healthy GDP in Canada. So these groups of uninsured people include undocumented workers and their babies. Sometimes these babies and their mothers, because of their precarious immigration status, do not get the prenatal and postnatal care that is so crucial in the healthy development of a baby. And they do not get it because they're uninsured. And other categories of uninsured are homeless and many other traditionally disenfranchised groups. Now, I will tell these stories in 2 forms. The first one is autoethnography, and I will tell the world my experience and the experience of this wonderful immigrant that I was telling you about, who loved this country so much, but this country denied him a fighting chance. So I will do a reflective autoethnography, which will produce an output also in an autoethnographic manner. And I will also leverage narrative analysis. This narrative analysis will analyze information that I will obtain, among other ways, via interviews with uninsured people, including undocumented workers and the medical professionals who help them. And these will in turn provide thick descriptions of potential solutions which are actionable one day. So how do I expect to have an impact from my research? I truly believe that change starts with awareness. I believe with my scientific analysis and storytelling, my research will bring awareness, coupled with the body of knowledge already being put together by other scientists. It will help me see the promised land of compassionate care for the uninsured. This research and the awareness, I hope that one day will help bring Ontario's policies and will align them with Canada and Canadians' spirit of compassion. Now, you may be wondering, how do I know that Canadians are compassionate? I'm going to tell you. I know that Canada's compassion and Canadians' compassion is my greatest asset, and I know that they're compassionate because I use me as an example. You embraced me and you brought me up from being a child of war and poverty to standing before you as a future scientist of the social sciences. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your love and compassion and for the support of this great nation. But at the same time, I believe that we could make it better and we could show this compassion that you've shown me to others who are left behind, including many Canadian citizens, many babies, the homeless, the uninsured. We can bring them and show them this love and compassion and inclusivity and access to essential services such as healthcare. And we can do it in the same manner that you show me love and compassion. So through my research, I intend to bring awareness to the issue and also a scientific contribution to the body of knowledge so that one day I can see that promised land. And I can tell you preliminarily that the promised land that I envision will be in many ways, including the possibility of all the cities in my province. I want to see them as sanctuary cities, cities where all people of all races, of all creeds, of all immigration statuses have access to essential and basic services, including healthcare.